Hi everyone, I'm Dave Koji, and welcome to another episode of Improving Through Mentoring. This is episode 8, How to Overcome the Initial Hurdles of Change. It's a long title, but it is a good one and right to the point. If you haven't yet, there is a link in the description to sign up for the mentoring program. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a small business owner who is struggling or just wants to improve your business, access the link, sign up, and we're also looking for mentors. So if you do have a successful business or you're just successful in general and you want to provide some of your experiences and knowledge, please sign up. So episode 8, how to overcome the initial hurdles of change. Change in your company is always a struggle. From the small business to the very large business. The most challenging part of change is the start, is that first couple steps to get the buy-in from everyone, right? Is to get people on board, get people excited about the change that you want to make. And that is the most important part of the change, is the initial out of the gate starting block that you want to get out, and you want to get everyone on board. You want to shoot like a rocket right into the change effort. But the problem is that there's this natural inertia against change, that people don't like it. People like how things are. They don't want to change. In their mind, things are comfortable. They're just right, and they want to stay the course. But for you to accomplish change, and again, this is not a video on how to change the world or how to completely overhaul everything in your company. This video is to focus on how to get that initial buy-in from your team. So how to overcome the initial hurdles of change is why I make sure this title is very, very specific. So now we're going to look at how to overcome those initial hurdles, okay? There's an equation called the change equation by Gleischer, Beckhard, and Harris. I hope I'm saying Gleischer correctly. I'm sorry if I'm not. They created this change equation. So I chose this for this video because it's simple and it really shines a spotlight on some key things that you have to make sure you have in order so you can create that change that you're looking for, right? The satisfaction times vision times the first steps needs to be greater than the resistance to the change in order to have a successful launch of a change. So from a dissatisfaction perspective, if you're changing a time entry system, let's just use a time entry system. I used that before, but if you're using a time entry system and people knew the time entry system, then you're going to naturally have this inertia to change, this pushback of people that don't want to change. They like it, they know it. It's simple, it's comfortable, but there has to be some level of dissatisfaction. So maybe it times out, maybe erases things. There's got to be some type of dissatisfaction among your people. If something is working really, really well and people love it and you change, you're going to have tons of resistance to change. You're not going to be overcome that. There's got to be a level of dissatisfaction with whatever it is you're trying to change. Next is your vision. What is the vision? What does the future look like? Are you properly constructing what that future state is so your people can get on board with it? People want to know where you're going, right? In any change effort, in anything, you need to be able to communicate clearly where you're seeing this change going, right? That's very important. You have a good, solid vision for this change. F is the first steps. So in any change effort, you want to make sure that those first steps are easy. Those first steps are helping to teach people, to educate people on what's happening. Those first steps are able to get people to do it on their own successfully, build those early wins, which are so crucial. So those first steps to the change need to be simple, clear, and get everyone excited about what you're doing. And then have those people participate with those first steps. And lastly, the resistance to change. As I mentioned before, if your dissatisfaction, vision, and first steps need to be greater than the resistance to change. In any change effort, you're going to have people who don't want it. And also in every change effort, you're gonna have people who do want it, who do want the change, who are super dissatisfied, right? But it's important that you are recognizing and understanding the resistance to change. And how you do that is you simply talk to your employees or send out a surveys or do anything. Probably what prompted this change is a bunch of negative feedback about whatever it is you're trying to change. In some cases, it's not. In some cases, it's might have to change how a product is implemented, how a service is delivered. And your team might be like, I don't want to do that. But, you got to be changing. If you're not changing, then you're going to fall behind in any market. So it's important that your people understand why you're doing the change. Explain the why. Always start with the why. Simon Sinek says, start with the why. Why you're doing the change? Why is it beneficial to them? Why is it important to your company? And if you explain these things and not just try to push change on people. If someone walks in to your work tomorrow and you change something that they do, like a system, that's not going to be received very well. It's going to drive down morale. People are going to get mad, frustrated, angry. It's going to be directed towards you. The work will suffer. Your customers will suffer. It's important that you have a communication path to drive down the resistance to change, because you're never ever, unless you have a very small team who everyone agrees, you're never going to have full acceptance to the change, but you need to have enough acceptance to get it going. And those laggards, those people that are on the back end, once it goes into place, once they start using it, it will become their normal. If you can address the satisfaction, vision, and first steps, and that's greater than the resistance to change, you're going to have yourself a successful change. Make sure to sign up for the mentoring program, the Improving Through Mentoring. Would love to have you as a mentor or a mentee. If you're a small business owner or an entrepreneur and you need help with your business, we want to help you. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.